Are you okay?
The movie starts with our main lead and lifeguard, Mitch Buchanan, saving the life of a man at the Baywatch beach. Mitch is branded as the Superman of the area, always on his feet to help the people. After we get to meet our lead, we see a couple of surfers getting told off for stepping on the private Henley Club without a membership. Mitch steps in and warns the guard for being too aggressive and asks surfers to go and enjoy somewhere else. This is when the head of the club, Victoria, walks in and introduces herself before apologizing on the behalf of her guard. As compensation, Victoria extends an open invitation to the club to Mitch and walks away. Next, there are lifeguard tryouts going on, and Matt Brody makes his entrance on a bike. Matt, the cocky pretty boy claiming to be already on a lifeguards team. Mitch isn't impressed by Matt's condescending attitude and tells Matt that he'd have to showcase his skills to get the job. Matt tells Mitch that if he was needed on the team, he's happy to offer his services. Meanwhile, there's Ronnie, who's also trying for the qualifiers round with his friend Dave. Ronnie's sole purpose for doing it is to get close to CJ, who is just some very smoking hot lifeguard, to sort out the matter with Matt. Mitch goes to the captain's office where he finds out that Matt is there to complete his community service for falling out of the Olympic team. Matt's previous 2 gold medals in the Olympics is what the captain wants to use for the PR, not unlike a Kurt Angle. Mitch is not pleased, but he puts forward his condition for Matt to try the qualifiers before actually getting on the team, and the captain agrees. At the same time, Mitch also tells the captain of a packet of drugs he came across at the beach that hints at new dealers at the bay. Later, it's Victoria joining the Councilman Rodriguez for lunch. The two are conspiring to get the whole council on board for something secretive. Victoria gives a very expensive gift as a bribe, and it's enough to make the councilman agree to convince the other members back at the round for qualifiers for the lifeguard team. While all the other people are taking the excruciating training for the 3 places in the team, Matt watches in amusement to turn his mood sour. Mitch joins him and challenges him to a one-on-one competition. And obviously Matt, being the cocky douche that he is not going to back down as they're competing against each other and have everyone's attention. On the other side of the beach, 2 kids fall in the water and the lifeguard team is immediately called for the rescue along with Matt. The entire team is on the run to save them. Mitch and his team rescues the kids as Mitch gives CPR to one kid and brings him back to life. Matt tries giving CPR to the other kid, but CJ stops him since she notices the kid's airway is blocked. CJ pulls out seaweed and saves the kid, as the audience praises the team for their superb display of heroism. Matt is embarrassed for being a cocky douche. Later that day, the names of the trainees are put out. Ronnie has made it along with another girl named Summer and Matt. Mitch congratulates all of them, but he makes it a point to rub it in Matt's face about how much training he lacks. As the team is walking away together, they're stopped by Victoria's car. Victoria praises all of them for their rescue and invites them to the open house party at the Henley Club. At night, CJ finds Matt sleeping under the sky and immediately offers him a place to stay at her friend Stephanie's house. As they make it to the house together, CJ excuses herself to get something from the car. Matt is standing alone when Mitch comes out of the house. As much as Matt detests the idea of living with Mitch, he has no other options. Mitch offers him a room, and Matt accepts it politely, very unlike him. On the next day, training starts for the 3 new trainees, and, as expected, Mitch makes life miserable for Matt while Summer is already an alpha trainee. And Ronnie's just having some good quality time with CJ. There are no rest days on Baywatch, and the team is called in for a rescue mission as a ship is on fire. Mitch and Matt hop on a jet ski, and the other members join in. Mitch swims to the boat to rescue the girls while Matt is told to wait for his cue. But he also wants to play the hero. So Matt also goes underwater, only to lose consciousness due to smoke. Thankfully, Summer saves him, but Mitch is still on the ship with an unconscious councilman surrounded by fire on all sides. Mitch takes a leap of faith and jumps into the water while holding on to the councilman just before the entire ship blows up on their way back to the bay. The members try to save the councilman, but he's long gone. Right there, Mitch notices the same packet of drugs that he found on the beach tucked away in the hem of one of the girls' bikinis. That night, the crew was at the open house party at the Huntley Club to investigate the little hunches Mitch has about the dead councilman and the packets of drugs floating in and out of the ocean. The team divides up in pairs for different tasks, leaving Matt as the lookout. Meanwhile, Ronnie friend Dave is secretly working with Victoria to recruit rich men to invest in her estate. Mitch tells Ronnie to distract Victoria so he and Stephanie can sneak in the back. Ronnie pulls out his dancing shoes and puts on a show for the audiences to do a little snooping. But the two of them don't really find much to build a case around Victoria, so they come back to the party. Mitch finds Matt drunk, and the two have a heated conversation. Matt tells Mitch that to be a lifeguard is to stay in cabin, and Mitch reminds Matt of his Olympic fall, and then Mitch walks away. The next morning, Matt's sobered up from drinking, so he goes up to Mitch and apologizes for his behavior, wanting to be back on the team to help uncover Victoria's secrets. Mitch accepts, and he, along with Matt and Summer, devise a plan for their next steps. As the plot thickens, Matt, Mitch, and Summer go undercover into a hospital. The three of them go straight to the morgue to examine the body of a Councilman Rodriguez. Just as they suspected, he didn't die from the smoke, but instead fatal injuries. Before they even have any time to leave, they hear someone coming. So they hurriedly hide and are forced to be side by side with other corpses. Summer records Victoria's men checking the body and changing up the files. Then something drips on that, and he freaks out, jumping straight out of the compartment. Within seconds, it's a cat and mouse game, as the bad guys run away with Summer's phone. But not so fast. The three musketeers lunge after them like wild kittens. Nat and Summer are equally as useless in catching either of the two guys. But Mitch is determined to get a hang of Victoria's bodyguard and the phone. After a very long chase, Mitch does catch the guy with the phone, but he's already broken the phone into two pieces. After a barrage of punches, Mitch hands over the dude to the police. The police can't do much with him with no warrant or reason to pursue, so he's set free. Ultimately, Mitch decides to take the matter into his own hands. And after much time, stalking Victoria's other men, Mitch and Matt do an undercover drug deal. Mitch calls up the police to come and see the drugs, but they're not ready to listen to him as another corpse is washed ashore. Mitch is called back to headquarters by his boss. Back at HQ, Mitch is put off the beach and Matt is promoted to his position. The team's pissed at Matt, but he has his probation hanging over him. Instead of just being sorry for himself, Matt takes it upon himself to solve the case. In the next few days, he sneaks away, files from the police station, does thorough digging, and comes to uncover Victoria's plan to make the entire bay private while also dealing drugs. Matt comes up with a plan with each member playing a part to take down Victoria and keep the beach public. A few days later, at a party in the club, Stephanie, Ronnie, and CJ arrive as guests to keep an eye out for Matt and Summer, who have gone out to uncover the drugs. Matt finds the drugs under the ship and sends off Summer to inform Mitch before he can make a run for himself. Matt is taken away by Victoria's men, but lucky for Matt, Mitch shows up as the guardian angel. Once Matt's saved, Mitch takes charge of the plan. Meanwhile, Victoria tries to escape as her helicopter is about to make a landing. Ronnie and CJ open fireworks, and just in time, Mitch and Matt arrive at the scene with their plan to lead. Victoria shoots at Mitch, and he falls off. Matt tries to get a hold of her, but Victoria has Matt under the gun. CJ presses a red button, starting the bigger fireworks that literally blows Victoria up. Just like that, the bay is saved. The next day, Ronnie and CJ wake up to a beautiful morning after a night well spent. And Matt and Summer also share their first kiss. The team then goes out for lunch, and Mitch announces that the trainees are officially actually lifeguards. He also welcomes their new captain, Casey, from absolutely out of nowhere. The movie ends up with the entire team running across the beach like the classic bikini ad. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more movie recaps like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.